What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Survive, the show where we take 4 fictional characters and pit them against each other in a battle to keep you alive for doing something terrible that you've done, apparently. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Keith and Lorcan, part-time watchers, very nice to meet you. Lorcan, say hi to the people at home.
Hi guys, how are we all doing? Are we all good? Are we all surviving out there while all the bad guys come after us? Are we all sufficiently safe, I suppose? From
bad guys, in this case being COVID.
Or just 2020 in general, because it has been a year. It has been 10 years in 1 year. It's been a long time.
Very true. So if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. We have new episodes of Survive coming out every week and plenty more good stuff. We have some reviews going up recently. We have a podcast. Check us out on Instagram, where we will be posting the list of which characters will be coming up for Survive, so you can go and vote on that each week on who you would choose. But you know what? Let's just get into this week, because this week is a bloody joke, Lorcan.
Oh no, he's giving it away. Hey Keith, do you want to know how I got these scars? You know, these scars?
How?
Like De Niro, these scars, huh? Hey fucker, do you want to know how I got these scars, huh? These shoes, my shoes and my scars, huh? That's a really bad De Niro impression.
Terrible De Niro.
Like, it is probably the worst attempt at De Niro that's ever been done before. And I'm usually okay at doing De Niro, but now I've psyched myself out and I will never do it again. This is an episode about the Jokers. If no one got that sick reference and that very, very clever joke by Keith.
Yeah. While Lorcan is sounding like he's after getting slapped in the face with a shoe, we will move on with the episode. We have 4 Jokers this time entering the small abandoned town. This is going to be absolute fucking carnage, whatever way it goes. But the 4 characters, the 4 versions of the Joker, should I say, that are in this, we have Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. We have Jared Leto's whatever from Suicide Squad. We have Jack Nicholson's from Batman 89. And of course we have the dancing clown Joaquin Phoenix's version from Joker. So we have 4 versions of the Joker in this small abandoned town. For whatever reason, one of them is trying to keep you alive, because it's going completely against character. We understand that, so you're going to have to suspend a bit of disbelief here. But one of the versions is going to be trying to keep you alive, while the other 3 are going to be doing their thing, trying to kill you. 24 hours in a small abandoned town, and we're going to pick which one of them we think would actually be able to keep us alive.
So the crime this week was we sent to use condoms to one of these as well, or to all 3 of these as well, and not to the other one as well. And they didn't like that, because they thought that was probably a bad thing to do, and not a really good showing that they're a method actor at all. You know what I mean?
No, you know what I think the crime is actually, Lorcan?
What?
I think the thing is, you sent a used condom to one of them, and he enjoyed it. But the other 3 felt left out because you didn't send them a used condom, so now they want to kill you.
But the one who enjoyed it, I don't want him protecting me. Okay, so to get into this, again, I'll jump in really quickly, because as you said before, this is carnage. Like, again, they're going off character, and they probably have some ulterior motives, and it'd be good to hear what the potential motive might be for someone helping me. But I think there's a clear winner here. Again, like, it's basically like opening a pack of decks and just getting a whole load of Jokers, a whole load of wild cards here as well. But
how many more Joker puns can we get into one episode?
I think the easy one here is Heath Ledger. Like, again, it's not explicitly stated where his background is in as well, but it's heavily implied that he potentially came from a military background as well. He has this strategy. He's probably the only one who's competent out of the 3 other Jokers here. He's the only one who's competent enough to pull something off on a wider scale, and to actually keep you away from the other 2 or the other 3, and probably sufficiently trick the other 3 into, I don't know, fighting each other over a pencil, or I can't remember what he'd done in that film again. But like, all right, firstly, like, Jared Leto's Joker is a waste of a space of a Joker. It's so bad. Like, again, he's just awful. Like, he just lies in a room laughing with a pile of knives around him as well. Like, again, like, there's not enough we know about him that would, you know, say to us that this man can do anything. Bar the fact that I suppose he broke Harley Quinn out of, you know, prison or whatever, you know, whatever prison that was, I suppose, as well. But, like, again, he's just not a real Joker, and he seems crap as well. Joaquin Phoenix is just a guy. He's just a guy who's unhinged, who killed a couple of people on a subway and then shot a radio host. So he's just like a terrorist, basically as well. I don't think again that guy has the mental capacity to save you or to keep you alive or even to take out the rest of them. Jack Nicholson Joker, on the other hand, is just a mafia boss. So again, I feel like he's slightly less unhinged than the other ones and will probably be more competent in coming up with a strategy for keeping you alive. But Heath Ledger's chaos, magic, sort of strategic mind is definitely leagues above the other three here, in that I think he could have you in the middle of an open area and the other three are sitting there and he's convincing them that you're not the target, even though they know you're the target and even though there's no one else there. I think the other three are dumb enough and gullible enough that Heath Ledger, who is also dumb and gullible, could convince them not to go after you. So again, I think this is just a weird battle of whatever. I don't think anyone's keeping you alive, just maybe killing the other ones or convincing them that you're not the bad guy. I don't know how you're going with this as well. Like, there's probably other strategies to employ here as well, but it has to be Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, it has to be.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I'd go with any others. I'm just like, I'm fascinated by the idea of a town full of Jokers trying to kill each other. Like, it's just going to be, every single room you walk into is going to be like full of trip mines and wires and clowns and
like,
fake guns.
Care about you,
fake guns.
Like, the premise for all these ones have been that they're trying to keep you alive. But do you think a town full of Jokers, the four of them, even know you're there? They're just like, we're going to kill each other. And like, that's the idea. They do not even, like, you know, I said it, like, if you're just sitting down in the middle of it, they don't really care that you're there. They're there to kill each other, and they're not even necessarily 3 against 1. They're kind of like, we're the Jokers, we're just going to kill each other. And
all right, so look, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. We both know that we would go for the Dark Knight version of the Joker, for Heath Ledger's version of the Joker. What would the other 3 do to try and kill you? Like, what would Joaquin Phoenix be doing to try and kill you? Because basically all he has is a handgun and maybe a knife.
Phoenix would just have a gun and walk towards you. There is no strategy. There is no thinking. There's no nothing. He'd come up and say a really bad, nervous joke, and then you'd be thinking, like, is this guy actually for real or is this like an act? And then he'd just pop you in the head. Like, there's no strategy. There's no nothing else. The only person who would have a bit of a strategy, I reckon, is Nicholson. But I think Nicholson, even physically, I reckon I could take on Nicholson's Joker and beat him up. So like, he's not a brawler. He's just a mafia boss who got thrown into a vat of poison.
He's got a lot of goons though. He's got a lot of goons wearing clown masks and makeup and shit.
Does he come with his goons? But his goons as well aren't even that good.
Yeah, his goons are idiots.
Yeah, like it's just the wildness and the weirdness of Ledger's Joker has to be it. Like, you know, like he's way more clever, and even his goons are all psychopaths. Like, you know, there's it's not Paul Dini, is it, as well? Who's one of his goons is just like an absolute like psychopath. Like, even if all the goons are involved. However,
I know the guy you're thinking of.
Yeah, I will say, or Dano, like Dano. I can't remember.
It's not him, but I know the guy you're thinking about. Yeah,
it's Polka Dot Man from the Suicide Squad.
yeah.
Like maybe the goons for Jared Leto's Joker could do something potentially, because like they seem imposing, even though they're just like at a nightclub and going like, oh, don't mess with Mr. J's girl, and then he's just a sad Joker, isn't he? Like, he's not doing anything realistically, is he?
I don't know, like, he could send a couple of condoms and dead animals in the mail to you, and that would really freak out.
It would really upset you and probably upset the production of a film, and maybe railroad a production of a film as well. and maybe tell us more about what do you call it, Jared Leto, the actor, than Joker, the character.
Yeah, they'd 100% all kill each other up. They'd have no interest in killing you. They'd be told they have to kill you, and they'd instantly be like, I'm not doing that because you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to kill someone else.
They're all anarchy. They're all like, oh, anarchy. They'd all kill themselves. That's what they do. They go like, oh, the rules of this game is to kill each other and save this guy. Let's all just drink Kool-Aid. and then it's like, oh, anarchy wins in the end. And there's a big overarching message. But then in the end, there's also like, I don't know, a reference to me lying in an alleyway with pearls around me. And it's like, oh, is there a bigger Batman world out there? Shout out to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think any of them have a chance against Jared Leto's Joker. Not against that guy. What about fist to fist? Let's say you end up in a room. Yeah. There's 4 of them, and Heath Ledger has to keep you alive. His version of the Joker has to keep you alive against the other four. Does he beat them? Like,
Yeah.
let's say Joaquin Phoenix just has a knife, so he's gonna come at you all stringy and probably
He's
fall
so
over because
stringy
he's
and
clumsy
wily
as
as
hell.
well. Like, again, as for a crew full of Jokers, he is the wild card of the Jokers because he's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem as crazy as the other ones. He's just unhinged and wily and wiry and has a knife. The other one, like the other ones will all have guns and he'll have a knife. You know what I mean? But yet, all the rest of them are pointing guns at you. But like the Jared Leto Joker could just have one that says "bang" on it. You know what I mean? And it's not really a gun. Nicholson's is probably a gun, but he might miss. And then Heath Ledger might again shoot one of the other guys instead of shooting you. But like I feel like Joaquin Phoenix Joker is competent enough that he knows to kill you, and he'll just come at you with a knife, and then you just have to see if you can beat him up. But hand to hand, I even think hand to hand, like I think Heath Ledger's Joker probably.
Ledger's got the knife in his foot.
Yeah, he's got the knife
shoot.
And he's got a pencil. He's got a pencil on
probably
the table.
A baseball. Oh, a crowbar. He had a crowbar in that fight too. Yeah. And dogs. Oh, he's definitely winning. 100%.
Yeah, he's winning.
He fought the Batman hand to hand for like 30 seconds. So
and he took all the hits to the head, and he took all the punches and everything. And he's, I don't know. Like I think it's Heath Ledger without a shadow of a doubt.
I think it's none of them. I think they're all just going to kill each other and kill you. And like, what's going to happen is all three of the Jokers.
Sorry, they'll kill you.
The three other Jokers would come into a room and see you and Heath Ledger's Joker, and he just open his jacket and just pull one of those grenade strings and blow everyone up.
Do you know what?
That's
true. I think there would be a case that like no one would keep you alive, and all of them would be willing to go full on suicide bomber and go in and take out you, take out the town, take out everyone. And just deal with it, and then it'll be some metaphor for anarchy.
All right, guys, 11:30. We're hitting it on the button every time. Probably when I edit it, it's not going to be that. But where I currently am at the minute, it says 11:30. That's about 3 episodes in a row.
Nice.
Let us know down below which one of these absolute madmen you would pick to try and keep you alive. Or if you would just literally run yourself and have.
Or is there another Joker as well? Like maybe Cesar Romero's Joker could be in with a shout there as well, or maybe Mark Hamill. Do you know what? If Mark Hamill's animated series Joker was in there, I reckon he'd be the best. But he's not.
Yeah. There, so, well, against Heath Ledger's, I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, maybe
he's a bit clumsy as well. Like
he's a little clumsy. Yeah.
Anyway, let us know below. Follow us on all the socials, in particular Instagram, because that's where we are most active. And you know what? We'll see you next week.
We'll see you. And I'll tell you how I got these scars. Huh? These scars, huh?
That can't be the last
Greg,
thing
Greg, these scars, huh?
It can't be.
It got better.